They broke the mold. I'm telling you, man, it's the system, and the system relies on people like that. It doesn't like changes, but it has to change. And the people who change it, nobody wants to be a pioneer. Nobody wants to be the first guy to do something, man. Nobody knows. It's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? You know, you say, I want to be the first black president. Yeah. Good luck. It's going to be a lot of tough lumps. You know. But to be a leader, you have to have a vision to see what needs to be changed, or find a niche that nobody's exploiting, or a way to exploit a niche that's unique to you, and you gotta have the tenacity and the toughness to see that vision through. It's just not easy. Right? When I was making my show, that wasn't easy at all. There's a lot of things. First, I used to develop television shows for big networks, ABC and NBC and CBS. And I got sick of it. I didn't like that process. I said, I'm going to try cable. I was going to do a show on Comedy Central. People looked at me like they felt sorry for me. I mean, he fell off Comedy Central. Good. That time, Comedy Central had South Park. That was pretty much it. They had the Daily Show, but the show wasn't popular. You know, when we wanted to do the show, they said, well, Dave, first you're going to need a cast. I said, I don't want a cast. I'll just do it myself. I can play all the characters myself. Well, I said the script, there's some white people. No, I'm going to play. They said, well, we don't normally do things like that, Dave. I said, I know, your network sucks. These are the kind of arguments we would have. I mean, every day. They wouldn't pay me money. They said, listen, we don't have much money here at Comedy Central, but you don't have the money, you're going to get creative, expressive freedom. So every time there was an argument, I would be like, I quit. Like, you can't quit during the contract. I said, that contract didn't pay me that money, man. I thought I was going to pay you freedom. What's up with freedom? And then we would push it through. And finally, you know, after a considerable amount of resistance, the show comes on pretty much the way we intended it to come on. It was unprecedented in my career, and it was almost automatically successful. So then when they resisted before, they were like, we got to get 40. It's called Carlos Mencia and the rest of these guys. Let's see if we can exploit this new model of pattern. That's how game goes. That's being a trailblazer or a leader by default. Do you guys have any questions for me? Nothing?
What's next?
Don't believe me when I say the country's run by dirty game. Dude? Do you guys know anything about this game? Huh? Am I coming to the football game? Yes. Maybe. Glad to see you're asking the important questions, young man. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Every time I was about to cross a threshold to another level, I was presented with some choices, and it was like I was always picking the lesser of the evils. But it don't feel right sometimes when you have to make choices that you don't want to have to make, or that if you don't like any of the options. I can be real specific about it, but I'm freaked out. Yeah, you know. This guy